this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't watched. I've rewatched seasons 1 through 4. I like those.
Yeah, me
Hello,
too.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to an impromptu episode of MehTV. Alex, aren't you usually busy around this time? I am, but we are currently experiencing a blizzard in South Mississippi, which is the first of its kind since before I was born. So I am currently snowed in. It is not a good idea to be on the roads right now, much less doing as much driving up north as I tend to. So we're watching the second season of this, I hesitate to use the word television series. Phrase, I
Yeah,
should have said. I was rehearsing this in my head for like the last hour, and I was like, gotta say phrase, gotta say phrase. And then I was like, word. Damn it!
that happens to me too.
Yeah. So, yeah, as Better and I were saying before we went live, I haven't gone back and watched season 1 since, because, Bender, Kevin, and I watched Nocturne season 1 when it came out 2 years ago, I believe. And,
Yeah, no, damn.
yeah, neither of us have gone back and watched season 1.
No, I thought
Um,
season one was just okay at best.
At its best, it was okay. At its worst, it wanted to kill me because the frames of animation looked like they'd been run over with a blowtorch. Um,
Yeah,
you know, uh,
definitely. It's not Powerhouse's best. It wasn't their best. I would say that
no.
I've rewatched their second season of He-Man more times than I've rewatched Nocturne.
Second season of He-Man. See, here's the problem. The first season of He-Man was almost completely irrelevant, and then you can go back and you can watch season 2, and it's like, you know what? That's not terrible. Still not as good as we could have gotten. We probably should have cut the first half of like everything past the first half of the first episode of season 1, but
Yeah, and just giving it to season two because yeah, if
yeah.
you've watched season two of He-Man of Kevin Smith's He-Man, it feels like man, you didn't even need to bother watching season one because season two just starts off with its own story and stakes that it kind
Yeah.
of makes season one forgettable. So it's like, man, they could have just given season two more episodes and it would have benefited nicely.
Well, that's a lot of things. Heroes had, I think it was season 3 of Heroes was like the first half is completely irrelevant to what goes on in the second half. And it was like the first one is like first half is some stupid cult shit, and then the last half is like Flying Man is running mutant concentration camps. Okay then. So yeah, please enjoy my my like 5 minutes of Photoshop here. Other than that, it's time for us to get this show on the road in a 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. I'm hoping season two is a decent improvement.
Yeah. Oh, mm. It was kind of interesting finding out because they made a bunch of changes to the games in season 1, and then you find out that nice Dutch angle there. That's actually not bad. And then you find out that the reason why they like changed the setting to the French Revolution and whatnot is because it was written by an English socialist. Oh, flashback to 3 years ago. We don't want to see a
Yeah.
continuation of that awesome battle we had at the end of the last episode.
Yeah, totally.
Oh no, it's sand zombies. Or
Uh,
sandpires.
somebody get Brendan Fraser.
The sun is the sun setting or rising? I can't tell.
It looks like it's setting.
The fact that these are vampires and not mummies is kind of uh, spineless. There are mummies in Castlevania.
There are.
I
We've
miss
seen them.
Alucard's
Oh, it's
blonde
Alucard.
hair.
Me too.
So there's two
Oh.
options here. Either I slaughter all of you like the pigs you are, or I guess there's no choice.
I don't like his
Bitch, you
redesign.
thought.
Okay, the action's a little better.
Yeah, this is already This is already better animated than the action in Season 1.
Probably because they had time.
お
Oh,
前は
yeah,
もう死んでる.
I know you are, but what am I?
What I really liked about the aesthetic of the first... Eh. Hey, Bender, you remember how I was talking about how all the backgrounds in the Tomorrowverse looked out of place compared to the art style
Yeah,
of the main characters?
yeah,
I'm having distinct flashbacks to that right now.
yeah. This looks
Well,
very
that...
3D-ish. It
This
is
is...
3D.
Hey, which game of Myst was this? I don't remember this.
So obviously they're just choosing to animate the entire background in CG and just place the 2D asset over it
Yeah.
and trying to make it blend
Which
in.
you can do if you do it right. They're not really doing it right, because the...
No, no, Alucard
Are we...
stands out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, are we trying to... You could just delete those stray
Oh,
hairs and nobody would notice. They're incredibly pixelated, and they're not going to show up on lower resolution or smaller screens.
okay. 360 camera.
Okay.
Nice. Got two knives. Very nice. All right. There you go.
I'd like to know where his shield is.
Yeah.
Or the giant
Maybe
one
it's
he
his.
carries
Oh,
on his fucking back.
oh, there you go. He's got the bats. He's using the bats. Classic. Classic Symphony of the Night.
Starting
Oh,
to lose some frames, but overall, we're still pretty good.
oh, that was an interesting cut. Oh, jeez. My arms. Oh,
Oh, don't worry, he's armless. Oh, god damn it. I was going to leave that one alive. I need somebody to tell of my journeys.
man,
Well, this would make a
already
nice gaming pad.
this is already starting off more interestingly than season one when you
Put
just
in a
added some
75-inch
Alucard.
plasma screen TV. This is
That was the
this is better done
75.
CGI than some things, but that's actually pretty
Okay,
good.
that was okay.
For That was a
What was the
precision
point of
F
that?
strike, unlike what most of the F bombs are in this series, where they just kind of pepper them through like they're, well, salt and pepper.
Okay, so
Are we? Is this? Are we
this
back?
is modern. Yeah, we're back.
Are we back?
Gotta be.
Give me a 3 years later. Do something.
What? Why do you set up 3 years previously, but you don't add in three? Okay, we are back.
I mean, I guess we have to be. That eclipse is, you know, that eclipse was supposed to be a big deal, and now it's kind of over. Eh. Oh, she's a fucking vampire, isn't she? We're going to have to kill her, aren't we? Yeah, there it goes again. You can cut that line in half if you just remove the fucking and a couple of other words, which is apparently a lot. Special guest star James Callis. You know, you can simulate paintbrush strokes in art like this, and I think it would make the characters blend in better to the backgrounds. It almost seems like this is unfinished character art, like they're supposed to be like
Wouldn't be surprised
like
if
there's
there's
supposed to be a
a
shading layer on top.
yeah, like they're trying to go with the animate on twos style.
And then you just have weird gradients in places. Hey, Alucard, you know, if you whisper into that wall, we can't hear you.
I know.
Like, we as the audience can hear him because he's wearing an invisible microphone, but like...
I do not like how he's all just pale white.
Yeah, no, it's a contrast issue. I know it's because, you know, this is how we looked in Symphony of the Night, but you don't have to be, like, of all the characters, like, Bathory's not like her design. A lot of the characters aren't like their designs in the games. Why don't you just keep Alucard with his blonde hair? I'm sorry,
That's good to know.
I don't I don't remember what this is about.
Neither do I. You know what's strange? We didn't start with the season one recap.
Yeah,
Isn't that how you're supposed to do these when
I
you
presume
haven't had a
I presume that this is the one that Alucard killed.
yes, I believe I do remember season one ending with Alucard killing somebody with a dramatic entrance.
Yeah, I would have loved to see the rest of that battle because last time I checked, they were surrounded by vampires. You were already on the important mission to fight evil. He
Yeah,
showed
I
up to
know.
help you. Why not?
Really,
What?
really.
Why don't we?
Why?
Still can't. Why don't you just call her Elizabeth Bathory? That's her real name. She was an actual person.
Richter still looks like he's a 3D model that
Uh,
has two that barely has any 2D shading on him. It's so weird.
yeah, it's like one of those,
It's like an
it's like
oil
somebody
painting.
wrote,
Almost.
yeah, what the fuck was that? Hang on,
You
I'm
know
gonna
what it
go
is?
back. I gotta go
Okay,
back,
yeah. Yeah, let's see
because,
it.
look at this. I'm gonna
Oh, what
put
is
my,
that?
look at this.
It's
Look at
like
that. You
rotoscope.
see that?
Yeah, what is
They,
this?
part of the building is moving underneath the blur.
Yeah, what is that?
You
Why?
can't, this isn't right, because, like, if you follow this right here, actually, I'm gonna take away the pixel theater and show the audience this. So, if you see, oh god damn it, I'm trying to find the, there we go. So, if you look right here, this edge was moving underneath this. So, you look out here, and that object
Mhm.
is underneath here. That's probably because they put a focus blur on this, and then when they were moving the camera, they didn't mask the objects correctly, and nobody caught it. And this has to be what this is, because, like, this can't be down lower, because look at that. It, see that line? It
Yeah.
goes behind the line of the building, which is further away. This is an error. This isn't... I
Yeah,
would have
this is bad.
unfortunately, I would have expected more.
Again, this just comes. from them not having enough time. Like it feels like this was the time crunch.
She has yellow hair.
Yeah, so why doesn't Alucard? Is it to distinguish them? Okay. All right. How was that necessary? You just told her to do magic. Now you're going to choke her?
Come on. Come on.
Oh, it's a
Make
speaker
this
who's a
easy.
vampire?
Yeah. Okay then.
Well, that is one way to keep the sun out.
Yes, every major villain needs a Starscream slash
True.
S.
It is true.
I remember reading somebody saying, I thought that they were exaggerating that Starscream would try and take over like every episode when Megatron's back was turned, but no, that's literally what he does.
So you're asking her to just hope that she can keep making ice long enough to get to her goal.
Okay.
I don't think that's how that works.
You know,
Oh, hi.
I'm reminded of Davy Jones standing in a bucket of seawater in Pirates, except that was funny.
Oh no, the casualties.
Oh dear, people are dead. Who I don't remember.
Yeah, no, again,
These are really nice oil paint backgrounds, but
yeah. Feels
I
like
just
this. It's like the series was covered in Vaseline.
eh. It's unusual for a
Vampire.
demonic creature of the night to be saying.
What's up? Who are you?
No, I'm just wondering where that extra pair of hands on your face came from. I'm just reminded of how non-Castlevania most of these creatures are.
Yeah,
It's like, hey, they're creative monster designs for something that isn't this. I wouldn't mind seeing them in something that wasn't this.
I would just not mind seeing Castlevania.
We have... So, there is a bestiary on the Castlevania wiki with creatures that you can use for
Mhm.
enemies.
I think it would have just benefited them to just have Simon's story be here instead of Richter's,
Well, they wanted to skip to the really popular game. Even though
implying that.
even though that means they had to skip a whole bunch of fucking story to get here. And
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
There you go. See, you made it.
This is well over a
Impl-
decade's worth of good material that we could have gotten. Like, I would take, like,
Yeah,
slightly lower detail animation.
then a high
Why?
detail.
Yeah. I would take slightly lower detail in the animation and over like this, because it looks neat, but if we could have, like, more better stuff, I'd be alright with that. More consistent stuff, I'd say. That's
And
Evante.
also, are they implying that Super Castlevania 4 is not the important game? Because I call bullshit. That game is very important.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, here's the thing. Like, you could do season 1 and 2 were Castlevania 3, season
Yeah.
3 and 4 were original material, and you can get away with doing that. And then you could have gone on onto the whatever the PS2 game was that I don't remember.
Oh yeah.
because that one's afterwards, and then you could have gone on and done Juiced's story, and then
Yeah, because
can
all we're doing is
and
we're
then
just combining Rondo of Blood with Symphony of the Night, and it's
yeah,
not a good combo.
and then we can do season uh yeah, we could do Castlevania 1, 2, and 4 as 2 seasons.
Motherfucker, get in the cage.
Like that's
Also,
how they. I would have loved to see like a Castlevania animated series from like the late '90s, early 2000s. Because
oh
that would
yeah,
have been what he looks like. He's sunburnt slash has high blood pressure in every single scene.
yeah, it's very distracting.
Excuse me, do you mind speaking up so that I can fucking hear you? I don't. She. Well, I'm sorry, but I was written to be an utter fucking pansy in the last season.
Exactly.
Well, now somebody's gonna have to go and pick that up.
I know. It's a waste of food. Oh,
Well, at least now we know where Alucard gets all those wall turkeys from.
yeah.
This makes about as... The sunlight's touching her, what?
The hell is that?
The shading! The shading is fucked. I could
Not
hear...
yet.
I could hear the clip at the end of that line. That's what happens when they cut the voice stem too close.
So then now they're like, okay. So now I'm starting to remember. So Maria's mother
Yeah,
sacrificed herself to become a vampire, and now she's a speaker magician. So you have your first ever speaker magician vampire.
the
You can do something with that.
the lighting in this is as inconsistent as it was in Twilight.
That
A drunk man wandering around in the forest in the middle of the day. That's awfully convenient.
is. Maybe he was placed there.
Has he been wandering since last night during the eclipse where all the vampires were out and about?
There's nothing in that bottle. That
No,
bottle
there's
doesn't
not.
even have liquid in. He's probably imaginary drinking. Oh, look, a
Oh,
hot
look.
woman.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
hey, he looks like Billy Butcher.
oh, come on. You're not even going to show her killing him? Now, that's
That
bullshit.
that could have been some really good pathos right there. It could have it was like her going in and like biting his fucking head off, and her like being, oh God, what have I done afterwards? Helsing did it better. I'm just gonna say.
What's up?
Sup, bitch?
You going to talk or are you just going
You
to sit?
like swords? Yeah, it's
Rift
supposed to
in
be.
eye.
Oh, no, it's really not. Well-made vampire fiction makes it fun to kill vampires. I don't know, he wasn't really around. My mother and father recently came back from hell, and they haven't given me so much as a damn postcard. Somehow, Dracula came back. And he hasn't even shown up. I hear Palpatine's ripping off his shtick these days.
What does telling her this do?
Yeah, no, I like having scenes of characters sitting down and discussing things about, like, what goes on with their lives and stuff so that they can like know who each other are and actually like react to things better. But I
Him
hear love
telling
is a
her
many
that,
splendid thing that lifts us up where we belong, and it's all you really need.
like, I get why they're setting this up. Him telling her how his parents were able to make it work is supposed to give her hope that maybe her mother can make it work with her being a vampire, and
Or
maybe she can
maybe
reach to her. Oh
not that
yeah, I
it
get what
really stuck. I mean, he's kind of technically still undead, re-dead. He's back. Oh dear, it's the French army. The
I
Yes,
highly doubt
you know what
that.
I like to call an entire line of humans going up against
How?
vampires. I like
How?
to call them meat shields.
Oh, okay,
Wow,
we're just
that's really trippy. I can
yeah.
imagine this would fool the people who thought Demon Slayer was really good.
Oh look, it's spirits. This is
Remember who you are.
Simba.
Oh wait, I'm in the wrong animated series.
First,
I'm supposed to
first
make a
Black
cameo in The
Panther.
Lion Guard.
First Black Panther rips off Lion King. Now Nocturne.
So who's the Keymaster?
Good question.
Even further beyond,
Yeah, I was just gonna say it. Damn it.
this looks like it was AI done. Like one of those algorithm-based draw me a starscape things that like wiggles about. Not like
Yeah.
it's definitely AI. There's like computer programs that generate stuff like that that aren't
Right.
AI. It's like presets. But what I'm saying is it doesn't look like it was necessarily drawn up by a human. It looks auto-generated in places. How'd you get past the burning ring of fire? Well, you see, I went down, down, down as the flames went higher. Figured if vanilla wasn't working out for me, I'd take a taste of the brown sugar. This is... There's a lot of time passing with not a whole lot going on.
Yeah, I know.
That was an... That was an odd zoom on her. There's also chromatic aberration around some characters, but not others. And in some shots, but not others. So a lot of these characters, sorry, a lot of these creatures look more like they'd be at home in Berserk than they do here.
I know. Okay.
What? Well, how did you come to that conclusion?
We'll make it.
If this guy is supposed to be a French priest, his accent sucks.
Could they not find French actors who are well known in the business, or could they not find
Or
voice actors who
or
do French
send the
impressions?
yeah, I was gonna say send the actor to a dialogue coach. I had less than a month to prepare for role as a Frenchman, and I pulled off the accent quite well. And that's not just me saying that. A lot of people told me I had a really good French accent, including people who spoke French.
Are we finally done standing?
Why did we zoom into her on the right third of the screen? Storyboarding is completely fucked here, if they did storyboarding at all.
Very much so, yes.
Oh, God! Oh, God. No! No! He walked off to the other side! I'm sorry, can you speak up? I can't fucking hear you over the strings. Why does every character in the show whisper all the time?
I don't know.
Oh dear, is that perhaps, okay, his collar
Oh,
was oddly well animated there. It's almost like it was a 3D Well, those gears don't match up at all.
not at all.
Oi, mate. What's your Iron Maiden bud, CJ? And into the Monster-matic she goes. Yes, we saw that already. It didn't hold credibility then, either.
Nope.
The machine's about to explode, isn't it? Well,
Yeah, I'd say so.
if not, it definitely needs an inspection before it's used next time. Oh dear. Well, that's unfortunate. So I guess death doesn't really mean anything in this show anymore.
Nah, I guess not. Sad, really.
This... That's not what Discord means, but okay. I understand what you're talking about. Alright, well. And we're on to the
That was
next
a very,
episode.
yeah, I know. The pacing certainly hasn't improved.
Ooh. Just back in the thing. Nope. I thought the video had frozen for a second there, but no, it was just actually them holding on that shot too long.
That was weird.
Remember, Simba. Remember who you are. Oh, God, they're burying me alive, Simba. Oh, no.
Oh, now we're in southern Egypt, and we're in another flashback.
And the perspective is completely fucked in the background. I don't know what they're trying to achieve there, but it's not correct. Okay, yep. We're clearly trying to be anime cute here with some characters and not with others. Oh dear, somebody's been stabbed. I think it was King Tut in the hall with the sword.
And we've heard that scream reused.
Yeah. Why don't you just... You have extras for a reason. Record some Walla. They need some higher contrast in the characters because her skin tone was blending in almost entirely with the wall.
It was.
Either make the background darker or her lighter or vice versa, you know? Yeah, I see what you mean by, like, everything's been smeared with Vaseline. It's like they took the vignette tool in Photoshop and they just ran it
Mm-hmm.
across everything. Like, every other
Exactly.
shot. I don't know a whole lot about stonemasonry, but I can tell that tiles usually aren't cut like that. What? What was that sword effect for? Oh, there's something in the background. Okay. The vampires are still here. And now it's dark somehow. Interesting.
Well, that wasn't supposed to be funny, but it definitely came off as it.
It was the fucking pot-breaking sound effect from Ocarina of Time.
We love that pot sound effect.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't use stock sound effects. God knows I'd be a hypocrite if I did, but, like... the contrast is all wrong. But it's just... Like, there are certain ones where it's really obvious. I'm reminded of Creature Commandos, you know? Where
Yeah.
characters are just showing aspects of their origin story throughout every episode. Catch it. If you want to drink his blood, you gotta catch it. You gotta catch it. The bad guys are dead. You don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah, but we do.
Uh, did you just... What? You know, typically people don't let their drinks run down their chin like that. Did they just want to animate blood running down her tits?
I think so.
Okay. Where's her elf ears? Written by Testament. That's an... I know I looked up whoever that was. Don't tell me in the comments. Still a stupid pen name. Those are clearly 3D models in that wide shot. If they're going to be whispering to each other, put them right next to each other.
Yes, please do.
Yes, they used to be novelties at London back in the day. Hey, remember what I was saying about a whole lot of time passing and not a lot happening? Now we're kind of having the opposite problem. Where there's, like, not a lot of time passing, and a lot of things happening. Oh no, it's just... It's Jake, Belmont's house. Why is the background low resolution? Oh dear, Grandpa's face down in the river again. Oh, he was taking a piss. This is... That... Old man, I'm going to take you out back with a fucking pressure washer and get that grime off your face if you don't take a goddamn bath this minute. Yes, we're aware. I killed a bunch of them. Well, you've obviously never watched Berserk.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda seems like we, should have seen her take advantage of that a bit more. But I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm just going to shove my, sword down its throat. Huh. I recognize that water splash. Not the sound effect, the visual thing. That's a plug-in. It's just one of those things that you can't unsee when you do the stuff I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fair.
Almost like we should probably throw the rest of the vampires in that machine as well, immediately, right now.
Mm-hmm.
But do you tire of the night? Why do you need vengeance on him now? How do you know that? Are you following him? Oh, of course you fucking are. We're always one step ahead of the bread line. Why do we need to go to Paris? Why don't we just kill her now? Well, you'd be a lot better with them, Grandpa, if you'd fucking shower every now and again.
Right?
Still can't get over what they did to this guy. Yeah, it's kind of bad writing. So how'd you get the cabin to not be on fire anymore? Or did you? It kind of looks like it's still burning.
Yeah, magic.
We're gonna have to get Grandpa a new house. Yeah, almost like you should probably deal with, Bathory right here and now. She's weak. Not that you guys know that, but, you know, she might be. That was CGI. I have a feeling that's a biblical reference of some sort, like, more specifically to, Exodus. King of Egypt kind of thing. He's doing the anime walk.
Yeah, the
The
anime.
hip shift, shoulder shift thing that simulates movement. Are you sure about that? He seems to have abandoned everybody. Oh dear, hammer and sickle. Oh, maybe we could have seen a scene like that. It would have been more interesting than that one you had with Alucard earlier. Why are we being pointed at? It's not like we're
Uh,
the fucking problem. We're the goddamn monster hunters. In fact, you could announce yourself as, "Hi, we're the guys who killed the vampires from earlier." Why are you bringing frilly dresses with... He's gonna pick the one on the right. Pick the one on the right. It's the one from the game.
nah.
Seriously, which version of Myst is this?
I have no idea.
Because I remember it looking better than this. Some of this stuff looks... like the characters look like it, like they're models drawn over, but some of the, God damn it, Mom. Don't step out into the sunlight. You're in the sunlight, Mom. But like everything else also looks like that too. You know?
Yeah.
Like there's a game I keep seeing up for sale on GOG.com called Book of the Bondmaids, and it has this same visual style to all the backgrounds. It's like this weird painterly aesthetic. Okay. So it's
Hmm.
well, who wants to live forever? Oh, is that
Doesn't
an
make me
invitation,
wonder.
Mom? The weird thing is the mom is drawn in the right style for the backgrounds.
Yeah.
But she's got this soft brushstroke-like aesthetic to her. And actually, everybody in this shot kind of looks like that. Well, the two. But he is immediately out of place, and what's her name is a little bit less than the mom. Maria. Yeah, Maria Renard. Are you sure about that? That is a very poor point. It was not 5 minutes ago. It was not... Because it's been like 2 days since the eclipse. How did the wooden crate not burn as well? Oh, look at that. It's Juiced's outfit from the fucking games.
Hmm.
The one that makes him look like Alucard from Hellsing.
Um, gosh. Now I can't distinguish them.
Cherry blossoms at least look more real than the ones in Captain America.
Hmm.
And apparently they shot that with actual cherry trees in the background. They've just
Huh.
used a really bad depth of field effect on the camera, and now it looks like shit.
Huh.
Shallow depth of field was a mistake.
Yeah, kind
This is something that only I care about and only I really notice. Yes, of course you do. You should have rejoined the fight 20 years ago, jackass.
but you didn't.
From a yeah, from a distance, this show is Berserk 2016 almost. Huh.
Sorry.
You didn't have to win last time either.
Man, you're a
Even
shitty Belmont.
that cross is off center. The one that he walked past, the little, the across part, Heard the left-hand
Yeah.
wing was wider than the right-hand wing. It has a goddamn name.
Don't ever call it a flying swords thing again, or I will chop your head off.
This episode, Alucard will be played by George Takei. We are wasting a lot of time developing these two as a relationship when we know they're not going to get together.
Nah, she's probably gonna die.
Die, turn evil, both. You know, that's just how things go in this show.
Yeah.
That shot was horribly composed. Well, who the hell was following them then?
Good question.
That and now they were facing each other, and now they're facing opposite, well, to the side. I mean, Blade, we need you.
Some motherfuckers are still trying to ask you know.
What are those spirits behind you? And me?
I don't know.
And everybody?
Let's kill them.
Oh dear, it's... Spirit zombies.
Sure.
It could have been a lot more fun than this. Oh dear.
Bom, 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 bom.
No, I wasn't that enthusiastic, but I think I already hate this show. Yeah, no, there literally is a blur around the edge of every single shot. Like, you can tell by the way Alucard's, his entire body got sharper as the camera panned across him. Like you're failing at a visual style. Wasn't very good to begin. Well, god fucking damn it. Uh, so we're not quite getting into the incoherency of season 1, but, there's still some weird things going on here. Yeah, I was going to say, all you had to do was say, thanks, and we could have cut, like, 1.5 lines of dialogue. Don't let them get away, yeah. Motherfucker is trying to Naruto run through the forest. in medieval France. Well, not medieval France. So I know for a fact that there are other,
Oh,
rock-breaking sound effects than that. You can layer a few. You can reverse them. You can change them
he's
in
doing his best
pitch.
splash run.
Just, all you
Oh,
had
it's a
to do
chubby
was
cat.
not, all you had to do was not taunt him. You know how you could have dealt with that? Yes, it will. You know what you could have done? You could have had one of the vampires holding back as Richter kills the last one, as he says that. Or we just see a bat flapping away after that. And like there's a bat up in the corner. And then he's like, I hope the vampires in Paris are better than this. And it goes flap, 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 flap. The villagers are all... The villagers were all CGI in that wide shot. From,
We are here to protect you.
uh... Kevin says, I feel sorry for you guys. Either way, thank God I wasn't here for this bullshit. Yeah. This is trying to recreate the Boston Massacre. These are... You're literally just using the first result under gunshot effect in the General Series 6000. There are other gunshot sound effects in this collection.
True.
But... Listen, darling, we can't turn them into monsters if they don't have bodies to turn. Get all of the gunpowder. I know the French Revolution had some women in certain places of power, but did they have like female commanders for the military? Granted, you know, vampire show, but still, valid question. Those are... All you had to do was paint over her eyes. And that's fucking
Okay.
disgusting.
That was necessary.
Yeah, that was way more necessary than watching, what's her name's first kill. The mom. $14.25 CE. So how long ago was that? 400 years ago? I think it was 400 years ago, actually. You could have just said 400 or however many years ago. That's a ship creaking sound effect.
Very
I'm
weird.
not sure it fits here. In fact, it doesn't fit here. Coming in the air tonight.
Ha.
Probably make a little more sense if you would explain what the process is supposed to be. That's racist. Okay, so why aren't you guys killing each other right now, or at least trying to? I still can't get over the fact that they fucked up Count Orlok. Go watch Nosferatu, it's in theaters now.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, it's a much better piece of vampire fiction than this. Why are we still in the fucking cabin? Did time... Did the day already end and then we came back here and now... Oh, Vanessa Marshall. Hang on, the sun's setting again. I thought it was just... Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Because it was day earlier now. But she's been here... That means she's still been here all day. There were way more National Guardsmen in that than will fit in those two wagons. Why the butterfly wings? I thought you had a fondness for that contraption last night. Uh, it's the Silver Surfer. It's female Silver Surfer. Alright, this is a different one. I thought that was Bathory. That's creepy. All of a sudden, it's the end for Metal Gear Solid 3. Hey, bitch, get up here and row. I've been rowing all fucking night. Are we going to have to pull over and have a fucking field trip? That's not what Alucard would say. Thank you, Richter, for having a backbone for once in your life. Or we could get a really big keg of gunpowder and just blow Bathory up. Okay, I hope that was quick enough to make a difference. That's not how you say that. That's just not how you say that line for it to have the most impact. Which ones? Because you didn't... You weren't in that action scene. Alucard, you weren't in that action scene. Who did you kill? That was... That line sounded like it was delivered through a different microphone than the others. I know people do a lot of remote recording these days, but like... You know, a Yeti isn't that great of a microphone for voice acting without a lot of post-work on it, but... Like, you can still get a good sound out of it, and it's not that expensive these days. And there's also, like, the AT2020. Stuff like that. The right filters over it, and you can make them sound great. Especially in a mix. Range where my power will grow stronger, yeah. I don't need her backstory, too.
No, I don't think anybody does.
But we're going to get it anyways, aren't we? Every incidental character just gets, you know, times to do monologuing. But we don't have any time to really progress the main plot. Just is just wandering around. That wasn't a howl, it was a whine. What are we doing over here?
I have no idea.
Oh, I mate, why is your pet spider bad CG? Or scorpion? You know, the question stands regardless.
Agreed.
That was really bad.
I know the voice acting is just taking a dive.
Yeah. They needed a high pass filter over that because there's way too much going on.
Yeah. Could Netflix not uh split the budget or put the
It's
budget in this case for
Bender, I hate to
decent
break it to you, it's like one button in Adobe Premiere.
really?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it super good, you can do it in a separate program, and then that'll sound like slightly better. But if you're doing stuff on the fly, Premiere usually comes out fine.
Oh, why
Like
can't
there's a
people just be brought in booths?
uh, like there's a DS filter that all you have to do, you just tag the audio as dialogue. You go into Premiere and you turn up the DS filter until it stops doing. See, that sounded fine. So you can also, like Frank Sinatra said, his instrument was less his voice and more the microphone. And if you have like proper mic etiquette, or yeah, mic etiquette, you can avoid having certain issues with your audio that don't have to be filtered out later. Like you can
Exactly.
there's a filter that you can put over audio that'll make you remove like thing sounds like that, like the harsh sibilants with where your lips come together and you go things like that. Or you can come away from the microphone, use a pop filter or like a physical pop filter in front of it. But there's some cases where in order to get certain sounds, certain tones out of the voice, you have to get closer, get further away. So you have to use a little bit of EQ in the background. That that hand that head on the fist slight grin on the throne thing. That's just from something and I don't remember what it is. Wouldn't a vampire healing factor make the brand go away? That's just wistful thinking on my part. Game over.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Maybe we should go over to America where they've got, better guns.
Totally.
I hear there's a guy named Gatling who's created one that revolves. I'm reminded of in Dracula how there's this cowboy character who's just like, well, why don't we fucking shoot him? They need to turn up the audio on his voice. Because it's like I joke about the other characters being drowned out, but that's mostly from other characters' perspectives. Like this guy, I just can't hear him over the audio, over the music.
They had months to fix this issue.
The guy who is further away from the camera is louder than the guy who's right next to it. See, his audio should have been coming out of the left-hand speaker there, and it wasn't. He's either using a bad mic or they've over EQ'd his voice, because there's like no high end to his mic.
I'm willing to bet it's probably a bad mic.
Yeah. Like
You had months, a
make it a
year
little,
to fix these audio
just
problems.
make the audio a little bit brighter, and it won't sound like he's his voice won't disappear in the mix, and then you turn up the gain just a little bit, and it'll sound much better.
I've seen Devil Artemis videos that have better mic quality than this.
Yeah. I've seen a bridge series that have better audio quality than this.
My mic has better mic quality compared to this, and that's not even a great mic. It's just
Yeah.
decent at best.
And now we just unleashed a giant fucking dog into the woods.
Nice job, jackass!
Call him a good boy and give him pets. He'll be alright. He's just a little riled up because he's tired.
Oh, jeez, what was that facial expression?
Down, boy. Sit.
Sit, Cujo.
Sit. Sit, Cujo.
No, mother! He was my dog!
It looks like the fucking Ninetales from Naruto. Sit. Sit. Bad dog.
Sure. Okay.
I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Hungry like the wolf, huh?
Maria.
Please tell me. Juice, be useful. Juice, please be useful. Yes, please be. Yes, yes.
It would suck if they killed him off.
Are you sure about that?
Not really. They're probably going to kill him.
Oh, that's racist against the mortally challenged, Juiced.
Oh, that's nice. He's got blades hidden under his coat.
Hey, Juiced, where was this earlier? We could have used that.
No, you're not.
You remember 30 Days a Night?
No, not really.
Damn it. Why are they built like Ridley Scott's Alien?
I would rather be watching Ridley Scott's Alien.
Yeah. Yes, we could have been doing this for the last 2 episodes. She was literally standing right in front.
What?
Did Maria turn into Batman?
No, what is she? That the Inquisitors who can just twirl their sabers to make helicopters?
That was so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Sadly, it wasn't the stupidest thing Disney introduced to the franchise.
nor would
That
it be the
wasn't even
last.
that wasn't even the stupidest thing in Rebels.
Now, I'd say the time travel was the stupidest thing.
Let's do the time warp again. That one, that came out of nowhere. Two, served very little purpose, and three, just basically fucked up the entire franchise. You know, and then again, the way I wasn't crazy about the way Rebels ended, even regardless of the
Neither was
time
I.
travel.
Neither was I.
Wait, so we were in the forest yesterday, and now we're in Paris today. Where the fuck were we yesterday?
The
How
the
far were
s-
we from Paris?
okay, you know, there's this thing that writers do when they're trying to have a quest. It's called location, and how you write location traveling from one scene to the next is you establish where the characters are, what their goal and destination is, and you show time passage of where they're going from the start to the end. You want an example of how good this is? Look at the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see here right now we could be, these guys were. Yeah, why aren't you guys intervening?
Are you just going to sit here
You're just
talking
gonna.
about this?
Why are they so brightly lit and everybody else is like a haze over them?
I don't know.
Yeah, except for the fact that these guys were in another country living their own lives when they were brought back in. Yes, of course he fucking is. Her lips are just a gradient.
Yeah.
Why? Why is you Satan bad CJ? You guys could stop this. Alucard could stop this if he wanted to. Alucard. 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 You have a remote control sword. So so hang on, you showed us a bunch of gruesome bullshit earlier, but you're too afraid to show uh what
Make up your mind.
why are we doing the
Oh,
Ito zoom in? What?
well, was his death supposed to signify something?
Perhaps the point at which the French Revolution stopped being about uh rights and justice and more about being, just kind of spiteful. Oh, it's the Living Tribunal.
Okay, so I think I've got one enough in me for one more episode before we call it because my god, this is just there's no way I can get through the whole thing in one sitting.
Yeah, no, this is I don't know what this is cuz I want to say bad, but there's like so many layers of, well, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Whether it be it with the animation, with the characters, with the dialogue, with the CGI, the story. I hope they explained that because like that weird thing with the ghosts because, you know, it's actually kind of fun to go back and look at well, not fun, and it's tragic. It's kind of very gruesome, but like it's interesting to go back and look at the French Revolution. Elizabeth Bathory.
You know, did you saw the trailer for that new Lord of the Rings anime movie, right? The one that was made so WB could just keep the film rights to Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
That
this
looks way more better than this.
yeah, I was gonna say this looks like that, but with less like effort put into it.
Yeah. I get that this show is trying to experiment with its art style, but maybe you should have kept the original
Yeah.
because clearly you can't do this.
Yeah, like the lips look like they're airbrushed on. It's kind of lame. Like the colors aren't bold enough. Now, whosoever holds this blood, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Dracula.
Yeah.
What is a man to a god? What is a god to a
God to a
non-believer?
non-believer. Do you believe now?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So cool.
I wish we were watching Dragon Ball Daima. That's arguably way more better than this.
You know what? I'll take you up on that. We can do that one of
Oh,
these days.
okay. All right, bet. It's only 20 episodes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to necessarily be throwing stones here, but, like, a lot of this art style, like, it looks like it's one of those things that's made to be easy for a computer to replicate, you know? Like, I don't want to be throwing around accusations, because I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with the technology, but some of the stuff just looks like it was like the flat slickness of everything. It it looks like human touched up Mid-Journey, you know what I mean? Just reset Richter's walk animation every 3 frames instead of every 4 frames. Riff raff, street rat, I don't buy that. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you because you were whispering and walking away from me. Can you maybe tell your people about the 3-headed man in the red jacket? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you because you were pointed away from me and whispering. Well, that's actually a pretty creative shot.
That is.
That's actually really good.
There you go. There you go.
Uh, oh,
Is that so hard?
shot composition that's not god awful.
I don't know.
You should have been on the right-hand third of the screen there. Based on how the character... Yeah, based on how the character is being animated, I feel like the voice should be a lot angrier than this. She's just delivering the dialogue really quickly instead of angrily. Good dog.
Yeah, good dog.
Hmm. That's interesting. It's the kind of thing that would have been really good in a show that hadn't wasted a bunch of my time.
Yeah, would have been nice.
Okay. That's a big fucking dragon.
Oh,
Could you maybe point that down at him so we can get this over with? Now that was 2 takes edited together, or else you used the razor tool incorrectly. Let's watch those lips sync. Bum ba bum 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 ba
bum,
bum
bum.
bum 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 ba bum. Okay, sure. Let's grant you that. We can kill him, and then can we take the dragon over so that we can kill Bathory too? I mean, not good and all. He's been, now the bad guys can't use his machine to create more, ultra creatures. Alright, can I convince you to sick your ultra dragon on Bathory? Maybe get him to stomp on the ashes before she throws him in his own machine? Oh god, she's gonna throw him in his own machine, isn't she? And now there's just low-resolution CGI oil boiling up out of the walls and ground. Welcome to Soundtrack Dissonance Radio. You're listening to 92.5 WTF. This is reminding me of Dracula. This is reminding you of Dracula in Castlevania 2. This is
It
reminding
does.
me. Yeah. The the I can't tell if that's supposed to be synced up to the lyrics or the screeching. I thought she was gonna brand him on his neck, not his forehead. Can I... But I don't want to go back in the Shadow Realm. I want to go kill some more vampires and evil people. This is like the quickest anybody has ever been burned by the, trying to summon crazy creatures to do their bidding. Okay. Almost every single major frame in this show reminds me of something else. I just couldn't tell you what most of the time. Ah, it was her mother. Okay, well. That's cool. That's not enough ash left behind. Uh... Okay, then. Sup, bitch. Oh, would you look at that? Monsters are already in the castle. Where the hell were you? Technically, you're supposed to be older than that, but sure. You weren't awake 5 seconds ago. How did you hear that? Yeah, that might be bad writing. Kind of the point. What about water? Hmm. Uh, I we're doing the Anne Rice thing. Oh, if we just have this character gesture, we don't have to hire a voice actor for this role. Oh, would you look at that? Another fucking creature. You know, you have a big sword. You could cut the trees that he's standing under and expose him to light. Okay. That was... Duh. Duh. What's wrong with my face? Why don't you tell them about the creepy guy with the three faces? We're trying to do a Kubrick zoom here, and it's not working. It's in this box. The one that's really obvious and you should have been able to find out from just looking at it. Yeah, so, remind me what happened when Simon did that? Uh, ugh. Well, I guess that just means I'm going to have to do it again, but harder this time. You know, if you guys aren't careful, you're going to burn that corpse too. We're back to having decent fight choreography. That's good. Oh, that's the T-Rex roar. That's actually not a bad use of it, because it was a... They're only using parts of it. And it's, changed in pitch a little bit. Why is it stuttering? Okay, did you guys just forget to apply the shading to that? That looked like unfinished polygons. Oh, Hana Mommy. Okay, so you guys seem to... Appears that none of us is actually accomplishing our goals here today. Yeah, heroic music, just generic heroic music, not any of the songs from Rondo of Blood, or Symphony into the Night, or fuck it, any of the games. Not that I recognize anyways. Hell, I would have taken Aces High by Iron Maiden. It would have made more sense than this. Would have been completely anachronistic, but, you know.
What's that? Rewind back. Holy shit! I forgot I was on mute. Listen, did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I heard.
That's the mind. That's the Roblox dying sound effect.
Yeah.
Oh my god! What? Why?
So, Tommy Tellerico used to sell that sound effect on a CD.
Oh
And I
my god!
betcha that's made its way onto onto a couple of sound effects collections over the years. We
Maybe
failed
don't.
again because we suck at everything we do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you tried not sucking hard? Oh, oh, she's seizuring out.
It's a very good question. Maybe we should have brought our fucking backup. Or maybe we should have killed the people when we had a chance. All right.
Okay,
Well, I guess that's going to be us for the night.
yeah. Good to know the series hasn't improved in its animation, its pacing, its writing, and its voice acting.
Yeah, no, I think a few of those might have gotten worse.
Yeah, no, at least the first I can at least say the first season was actually trying. This it just feels like, man,
It's like they
feels like they
try in
gave up.
occasional cuts. There's some good cuts. There's never a good episode.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
it's very sad.
yeah, this is unfortunate because, like I said, I really liked Castlevania seasons 1 through 4, but it seems like 5 and 6 onwards are not good.
No,
Well, I will see you guys. Hypothetically, I will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna be trying to play some Borderlands. We will see you again on Friday. I think we're doing. I don't remember what we're doing. I think we might be doing back to doing Screw Attack stuff. I'll have to check with the others. And then we'll be back on Saturday with the Justice League War World. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
And till then, you can check out Bender's new video over on Saber Comics.
Yep, and I'll have more content posted once a month.
Yep. Till then, bye everybody.